of some readings which I like. This is a recording of some readings which I like. Love is understanding that others do not have to forever explain their action to us, that we know their reason without being told. This is Della Shaw. August is sitting in her home trying to put some thoughts into words and record them on Scotty's tape recorder. These thoughts keeps running through my mind. An inheritance. Something that has been handed down from another generation. I keep wondering just how much we inherit from our parents. My parents were Christians. They lived by the golden rule. And I feel I owe them the credit if I have done anything good in this world. My faith in them has been my inspiration. They set an example of love, service to others, and Christian service that has never been forgotten. I have known the fourth generation, and the example has been handed down to the present time, and I am sure it will continue on and on. I have faith in my grandchildren keeping up the good work their parents are setting before them. Our families have enjoyed many good times together in our home and Marguerite's and Earl's. Their generosity has impressed others whom they have shared their homes with. May they always be happy in their association together. We always enjoyed having Scotty and Mildred. Mildred was another one who kept the faith. She was a great example of patience in her suffering, and her life impressed many people. Joe also showed much courage in facing his sickness, and is kindly remembered by all of his friends. Well, their motto seemed to be others, Lord, yes, others. Let this my motto be. Help me to live for others, that I may live like thee. Each of us are individuals. If we were asked to choose a scripture, no two of us would choose the same one. Usually you would choose one which fits the present occasion. So today everything is well with me, and I cannot choose, but this I know, we need God every day and every hour. He says, come unto me, and I will give you rest. And I love this little song, an evening prayer. If I have wounded any soul today, if I have caused one foot to go astray, if I have walked in my own willful way, dear Lord, forgive. If I have uttered idle words or vain, if I have turned aside from want or pain, lest I myself shall suffer through the strain, dear Lord, forgive. If I have been perverse or hard or cold, if I have longed for shelter in thy fold, when thou hast given me some sport to hold, dear Lord, forgive. This is a poem that I wrote some time ago for our garden club. We all must grow a garden. The kind is up to you. It is a task we cannot shirk, whether it be I or you. I'll tell you the kind of garden I think the very best. It is the nicest garden, so different from the rest. God has placed a tiny spot within each human breast. He has placed a tiny seed, left us to do the rest. But the strangest thing is that we have only two kinds of seed. One produces the best of fruits, the other all kinds of weeds. It is up to us which we shall grow. We are that privilege given. The reward of one is sin and death, the other a home in heaven. I don't like a garden of sin, for sin brings sorrow and woe, and such things as anguish and pain will follow wherever you go. But I like a garden of life with its beauty and splendor rare, for it flourishes and grows as sweet as a rose when you give it love and care. When you plant the seed of love, its fruits are not one, but many. For out of love grows every good deed which is known to all humanity. There isn't a garden you can grow without a shower of rain. So with tears of joy or sorrow, we water it again and again. It takes so much of sorrow and just so much of pain to make the garden sweeter grow and feel that you have gained. This garden is in need of constant care. You haven't any time to waste. You can't go to sleep on the job. You must dig out the weeds with haste. Dig out the weeds of falsehood, jealousy, and pride. Destroy envy and gossip and hate. And our garden will grow as never before, and our fruits with the finest will rate. What I am going to record is from the book Think on These Things by Joyce Heifler. Everyone is a collector of something, and everyone's collection looks peculiar to someone else. And yet, who knows why an item may have a certain appeal to one particular person? The shape, the color, the whole idea may have a hidden background, but it is most definitely there. It may be old books or magazines. Perhaps it is pill bottles, fishing hooks, or something I may need someday. When? Who knows the reason old calendars continue to hang and scrap of this that may someday be just what I need? But one dearer than any of these are the happy thoughts we collect to use along the way. We can use them to cheer someone, to pass along a word of courage, a simple prayer, a smile. And once someone has time to share with us an experience that we may profit by the pain they felt, yes, these are collector's items. These priceless bits of life's fabric, woven by someone's cares and offered to us in hopes that it will help. Whatever it is that we collect, we must never forget the dearest collection are the kindnesses, the thoughtful acts, the smiling faces that can be ours by giving the same. What could be so priceless as true friendship? Friends which time and space do not exist, it is written. What a great blessing is a friend with breast so trusty that thou mayest safely bury all thy secrets in it, whose conscience thou mayest fear less than thine own, who can believe thy cares by his conversation, thy doubts by his counsels, thy sadness by his good humor, and whose very looks give thee comfort. All of us have had many friends, but the special ones remain forever in our memories. The dearest are those who believe in us and are willing to trust us with their friendship. We cannot force friendship. It is something mutually felt, mutually understood, and silently accepted. It is our opportunity to demonstrate our very best, to ask no questions and to pass no criticism. Before us is a future all unknown, a path untrod, but beside us, a friend well loved and known. That friend is God. I have been thinking about some of the things which we cannot understand. To me, they are termed as miracles. Our memory is one of these miracles. Memory is a God-given thing which no one can explain. I can reach back more than 60 years and pluck a thought or a happening, and it comes in as clear as if it were yesterday. The place where I was born in, is like a picture on a scene. Surrounding countryside, it is all there. My memories are mostly pleasant ones, for which I am thankful. Since the mind of man is as it is, and all of the things the mind of man has done, how can we ever doubt there is a God, and he made man in his own image? We honor God, and we honor man when he has been honorable and godlike. We give memorial gifts to their memory. Such gifts have been given to Joe and Mildred. Neighbors contributed toward a cross for the church in Joe's memory. He also shares the honors with a group for the candle holders that were placed in the church. Mildred was honored by the gift of communion cloths, others sharing with me in the cost of these beautiful linens. And Scotty has honored Mildred by giving the church a speaking system which will enable those who do not hear so well to hear the message the minister brings each Sabbath day. The members have expressed their appreciation many times for this gift. Marguerite's family gave me cash to use, and I am still planning on getting something in the children's name for Mildred with that money. If not, they will be sharing in the communion clause. Mildred and both served their church well, and it was very fitting they should be so honored. If everyone were alike, what a dull world this would be. It is the individuality of each person that makes the world so interesting. Thanks for listening. Della.